Hello and welcome to Garblag Games. Tonight we have the second episode of our new Hyperborea adventures, Doom of the Crab King. Yes, snippy, 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 snippy. I'm flashing the screen on and off now to probably annoying people away from the channel. Anyway, hello everybody. We have got the second episode, as I said. We will go around everyone in a moment, but first, please don't forget to go and check out all our social media. There are links below. You can find all of our wonderful things. I won't go into all of them right now. You can imagine what they are. Go check them out. But join us on our Discord in Gartopia, where we are all getting together, chatting and sharing gifts in the never-ending gift war. Cool. Okay, so before we do a recap, let's go around our crew and find out who you are and how you're feeling about the Crab King. Aldoon, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, Pete. Thanks for asking. Good evening, everyone. My name is Adrian. I will be playing Jean Gressdot, a Carolingian Frank Purloiner, a priest thief. Yes, and very much looking forward to denting the aspirations of the Crab King, who seems to have some terrible problems with their, I don't know, some performance issues, size of claws, that kind of thing.
Excellent, excellent. Dennis, how are you doing?
I'm not too bad at all, Pete. Thank you. I am Dennis. Today I've brought Lafal Good, the paladin, who finds himself in a sewer at the moment. His environs have not improved much since his arrival in this town. So far, I think we're looking for shells. That's as far as he's gotten.
Awesome. Well, awesome. And you bought a bunch of shells, didn't you? Just so you can kind of like fit in and
37, I believe.
yeah, something like that. Something like that. A whole bunch of shells. Cool. Okay. And last but not least, Dan, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you for asking, Pete. Hello, everybody. I'm Dan. I'm playing Alika of the House of Zam. She is a shaman, likes to do a little bit of magic, has a trident. We'll find out if she knows how to use it. Yes, we're in a sewer. Not very nice. Not a big fan of a Crab King. It seems that she's.
You've made that clear to several people, haven't you?
Yes, made that clear to several people. They're hidden, and they've not taken that particularly well. So also might get into trouble for saying things like that. So we'll find out.
Okay, cool. Last time, we'll do a very brief intro. You guys arrived in town to find out that Zakothwa has been supplanted by Kalkos, the Crab King, and all the temples have been covered in shells and ornamentation of a briny nature. And you found out from Gerd, the barman, that the cult has taken over. The temple, the town hall has been turned into a temple, and the sackmaster's head has been placed on a spike above the western gate. The nearby mine has been taken over as well, and apparently a very large ruby has been removed from that mine, found in the mine, and is going to be brought to town to go up to the temple. And that ruby has been dubbed the Crab King's Eye. You don't know why. You also found out that a priest in the residential district, Auric, had gone missing, and Gerd had asked you to go and investigate that because there are some people in the town who don't like all this crab stuff. And the followers of Zathokwa, or just people who didn't want to be bullied by people wearing crab claws, they are perhaps looking to undo this control. However, you know this is an effect that's going along the Striped Gulf. It's not just this town. There seems to be some broader group coming out of the ocean. You're not sure. Join the lobster resistance. He didn't like the fact that you mentioned lobsters last week.
No, he didn't. He was not happy about me mentioning lobsters at all.
Yes. So you went to the residential district and you found this little temple to Zathokwa. Someone told you, one of the locals, that some people had been seen going in there. Auric hadn't come out. Some of them had come out. So you went in to investigate. You had a look around, looked mostly deserted, until you went to the back chamber where you found a dead cultist on the floor, and there was like a little mannequin type thing where you normally hang some armor that had been taken off, and you found a little hatch down a ladder with some blood drips on it. So you surmised that Auric had been attacked, defended himself quite well, but then escaped down into the sewers to get away from them. And you decided to go down into the sewer.
Oh, yeah. But of course.
I believe Polina found a lantern, or had a lantern. Is that right?
I believe I can't remember it being the purloiner. I believe it was Lafel Good had
was
a
it? Okay, sorry.
and went first.
Yes.
I went first, definitely, yes.
There you go. Descended down the ladder into the sewer, and the sewer is an arched, quite broad but not very tall, with a flow going through it of wastewater and little walkways down the sides, and you sort of came out of this hole in the ceiling down this ladder and found blood splattered on the floor, and you could hear sounds in that direction that sounded like kind of munching and splashing and spluttering noises. Or you're not sure though, because you're in a sewer and there's the flow of horrible liquids moving around, and suction noises could occur, where you get little eddies or a little pass through an interflowing pipe and all that kind of stuff. So you're not sure. You're suddenly surrounded by this dripping, gushing, flushing kind of sound moving past you, and you all get your feet onto the, if you remember, it was slightly damp, gross floor, and you can hear these sounds up the thing. The tunnel curves ahead of you, sort of away from you, and behind you it curves the other way. So you're like on a S bend with this little ladder come down.
Perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal. Are you drawing weapons? Are you readying spells? Or are you just sort of proceeding with lantern ahead?
I'll ready a shield and lantern in the other hand.
Okay.
I don't frequent sewers all that often, so I don't know what is down here, but I'd like to be ready for whatever that's making that noise.
Sure.
Well, Lafel is gearing up then, I suppose. Shields up! Mice out.
Okay.
Alika always has her trident, so it's big. She can't put it away anywhere. She has to carry it, so she's kind of walking around with it.
A massive fork will be fine.
Sure. So you start to make your way along the edge of this tunnel. The walkway is broader than one person, so two people could walk along this, but the one next to the wall has to kind of lean their head a bit because of the curved nature of the ceiling. Kind of arch.
I think we're quite happy with single file. Are we happy with single file? I'm happy to be in the middle.
Do single file, sure.
If you go single file, you could probably swing weapons quite nicely.
Ah.
As it curves round, you can see that there's another. It keeps going straight for a while, and there's another tunnel that joins yours from the right. Now the one you're in is perhaps 20 foot across. It's a big corridor, big tunnel. You've got your 2 5-foot, kind of 6-foot slabs, so you've got like a almost 10-foot channel down the middle, like flowing along. Not super deep, but it seems to be fairly fast. And as you get to this, you can see this tunnel on your right. It's probably half the width of the tunnel you're in. So a minor tunnel sort of joining, and you can see more liquid and stuff sort of flowing out in that direction.
Excuse me, Mr. DM, sir.
Yes.
Are there any sorts of tracks? Are we seeing any more blood stains? Is there any way that we can detect where what we presume to be Auric has gone, stumbled to?
Well, yes. As you're kind of coming round this corner and you look down, you can see there's the occasional drip of blood, and there is. Bear with me a second. There are footprints here. You can see, and they seem to be spaced at a running pace.
Just the one set of footprints?
So far.
So far.
So someone's running along this corridor away from where you are.
Mm.
That would make sense.
You follow those footprints.
It was a mighty battle here. No, wait, just one person running. Sorry, wrong.
So you get to this junction. So the sewer tunnel's coming in, and you can either turn right, or you can jump over the 5 foot.
Where do the
width of
footprints go?
Excrement. They end at the corner here. They do not go right.
They don't go right. So, jumping the excrement then. He said it first, not me.
It's not like a continuous stream of, it's kind of murky water. And every now and then there's some darker patches.
Over we go then, I say.
Yeah.
Okay.
It seems simple enough.
So should we have a
Oh yeah, we know how this is going to end.
what is this? Jumping, I suppose, is strength, right? Isn't it? More than dexterity.
Probably dexterity.
I would say strength or dexterity, up to you guys.
I would like to choose dexterity, please, Bub.
Very well.
What one are we rolling? Is this a feat of strength or
A test of strength? No, because a feat is a percentile.
No.
Yes.
And what are we aiming for here?
You so you click on the test of whatever it is, and it'll tell you.
I succeed.
Success. Well done. Oh yeah, you need a 1 or a 2.
Yeah.
Oh, go on then, because all of my rolls.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Oh dear. Okay, so Laffel, you go to jump across, and you kind of half land on the other side. Your foot slips off into the muck, and you realise it's probably sort of like 1.5 foot, 2 foot deep. It's not like you're gonna drown, but you do stink now. You're covered in crap.
And I land on you.
And you pull your foot out and you step forward, and then whoever was next, I don't know if it was Jean or whether it was Alika.
It was Jean in the middle.
Jean leaps across and does the same thing as you land. Where he took his boot out and kind of stamped a load of the liquid off, your foot slips on that stone and goes back into the water. Alika steps up, moves slightly to the side, and jumps across. And doesn't.
Very
stop
elegant and
over.
graceful.
Well, I don't know about that. Just like.
Yeah. Just doesn't jump where the slippery poo is.
Yeah.
So you make your way.
Well, you go in this sewer, you get stinky boots. It's the way.
Now, down
I
here,
suppose.
no one can tell the difference, right? So the whole place smells, and there's moisture seeping through the bricks. There's grime. Occasionally, it looks like the water level has risen up because there's like a crusty green line across the wall to your side.
Normal when there is
So the whole place is a bit smelly, but you realise the two of you, if you go out of the sewer, you'll take that with you. So you might need to have a wash.
the mark of pride. Yes.
Wouldn't go that far. Oh.
Maybe the crab people will leave us alone now you smell like that.
Who knows?
I don't know. Do crabs have a sense of smell? I've never been sure.
If any of you notice, Alika's not really breathing for her nose. You can see her gills flexing quite a lot.
I was
So-
going to say, one of the most advantageous things of being in a sewer is not to have a sense of smell.
Yeah.
What I tend to do is I put garlic up my nose, and then it's fine.
That's a good tactic. I like it.
Mm.
So, you have jumped across, and you can see now, further on, that there has been some sort of... it's not a door, there's some sort of hole knocked through the wall on the right-hand side, further up.
Going to detect a secret door, but not really necessary.
Is there any light or anything coming out of it?
No.
You want to have a peek at that?
As you get closer, probably 10 feet away, you can hear sloppy noises from inside.
Oh, no.
Someone's being sloppy.
Probably not a good thing. Somebody go and say hello.
Laffle?
Laffle,
I'll-
really? You're going to step in? Do you want to try and peek round? See if you can
No,
do it
if my
without-
friend wants to go say hello, I'll stay with him.
Okay.
Wave the lantern in the hall. We will go greet these sloppy people.
So,
Hello?
John, are you going first?
Well, I'm putting my head around the hall.
Okay. You look round the corner into this.
Hello?
Now, there seems to be a section of wall that's been kind of dug through or burst through, and it goes into some sort of, you assume, some sort of basement or underground chamber, right?
Nice.
On the floor, halfway to a doorway at the other end of the room, leaning against a post that's supporting the roof, is there are three figures, right? One is a man slumped, leaning against it. You can't really see him. You can see his boots sticking out from between the legs of two large, slippery, greasy fishmen who are eating him.
Hello, excuse me. Hello.
One of them goes, turns around, big glassy eyes stare at you, and he goes,
Hello. Do you speak common? Hello. I see you have someone with clean boots, and mine are covered in shit. So I was wondering if I could purchase the boots.
They are not listening to you as you talk. They
Why
stand
does
up.
nobody listen to my shit? Why? I have such a fine quantity of it, but no one is engaging.
And they wish to fight with you.
Well, that's just rude. I was just trying to enter into some butter, but I've interrupted their meal. Very gauche
You
of me.
have. You are very
Not
rude.
worth being attacked.
And they are going to attack you.
I had that.
Now,
bit.
let me just fetch
I
my
wish them luck. He says.
fishmen stats.
Uh,
Fishman.
level 1, people. Level 1.
Here we go.
I look forward to my next character.
Fishman's.
It'd be good.
Is anyone injured?
No.
But yeah,
Just my pride.
every time my boots.
Yet. Yeah, is anyone injured yet? Okay, so combat. This is our first combat in Hyperborea. So here we go. So initiative works a little differently
I'm
from
excited.
everybody else. Now, if you have weapon mastery, fighters and their subclasses are eligible for weapon mastery. So I think Laffle is probably our one person with weapon mastery.
Yeah.
You will get a +1 to hit and damage, but it's probably calculated in the sheet for you.
It is, yeah.
But fighters are a little bit better at fighting, and this auto calculates for you. But normally you have a little attack grid, and you'd roll, add your modifiers, and then say I've hit armor class. And if that's lower than my armor class, then I know equal to or lower than the armor class of the monster, I can say yes, you've hit it. But in these old school games, you're not supposed to give away the armor class. They got to kind of figure it out, right? From repeatedly battering these monsters. Now, initiative is done slightly differently. So what happens is, let's go to initiative. Before initiative is determined, each player must state his or her character's intent. Attack, move, attack, cast a spell, etc. Alternatively, the caller announces each character's actions. Now, they like to do this thing where you'd say one of your team members is the caller, and you'd all discuss with the caller, and the caller will then announce what everyone's doing, which is quite an old school idea. Good when there's like 8 players, but when you've got 3 people, there's not really much point in doing that. And better for when you're around a table. So initiative order is determined with opposed d6 rolls. The side with the highest score acts first. Ties may be resolved in order of dexterity scores or considered simultaneous action. I quite like simultaneous action. I think it's quite cool. Here we go. In some cases, referee may need to assign enemy dexterity scores. This is why it gets complicated, right? Because then suddenly you've got to figure out if the monster's dexterity is higher than your dexterity, and it just adds a bit of time. Combat sequence. Now, initiative goes in. Each side takes turns according to initiative results. Right? So your side would go, and then their side would go if you won initiative. And then you go through the order of any melee attacks from stationary positions, any missile attacks from stationary positions. So if you're not going to move and just do your attacks, you get more attacks. Magic from stationary position, and then any movement. As part of a movement, you can do a melee, a missile, or magic, but it's impacted. Yeah, you can move half your rate and then do the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
And then there are other actions like bind an ally's wounds, toss a rope, and other actions come at the end. Yeah. So you could missile from where you are before someone gets to move and melee. Yeah. If you're in close combat, melee goes first. So those people who are in there get to go first, bash, bash, bash. Then anyone shooting, then any magic, then anyone moving into that combat could then move in and do a melee. Right?
Sure.
Here we go. Then in order. Yeah. So you go through that order and you do your thing. Ties, stationary position. They're not statue still, but may move 5 feet before taking their action. So stationary includes a little pivot. Yeah. We're not going to use battle maps at the moment. We're just going to do theatre of the mind. Multiple attacks. A dagger-wielding fighter with 2 attacks makes their attacks together, for example. You can delay an action to the end of the initiative order or even the end of the round after your opponents. Okay? So that's the process we'll do. So what we're going to do is we're going to do initiative. Actually, I'm going to say you guys have initiative in this first round because these guys were busy munching on these creatures. You've popped round, Laffel's there, you've seen these things, and they're kind of getting up. And they have kind of sort of wicked-looking knives, kind of roughly hewn blades. Nothing as clean as a blacksmith's hammer has made this weapon, but maybe torn from something or ripped from somewhere with, it looks almost like seaweed bound around the handle. It's kind of brandishing. It's like a nasty weapon.
In a sewer, a jagged weapon will do more damage. Infection is a terrible thing.
Indeed. Right, so we're going to say you guys have got initiative on the first round, but in the second round, we'll roll off, and whoever gets higher goes first.
All right.
So, none of you are within. So I should say before we start, the room's about 30 foot long, so they're about 15 feet away. Right. So none of you are in a melee stationary position, but the second sequence is missiles from a stationary position. Now, I would think, Jean, you could probably do melee because you can see them, right? So you've stepped out. Laffel's kind of got his head round the corner. Alika, you're kind of standing around the corner, right, waiting nicely. So, John, if you wanted to, you could do a missile attack from where you are, but you then wouldn't get to do your other piece, right?
You can hear the usual sounds of the fact that Jean has just kicked off some trouble.
Yeah.
So if no one wants to do melee or missile, we'll look at magic. Does anyone want to use magic abilities?
No. There is a thing under movement in combat that you can make a charge attack. So you run up to your full movement value in feet per round and make a charge attack, which is +2 damage but -2 to your AC.
Yes, and that's in the move and melee.
Leave yourself open.
Yeah. And charge attack at the end of round, regardless of initiative order.
Oh yeah, there you go.
So you like charge in, but everyone can see you're coming, and so they're like, "Ugh," and then you go whack. Yeah. So it's a bit obvious, but it can be dangerous.
John will be kind of taking pose.
Taking
Mason
pose.
shield. Kind of Mason. No, not quite.
Are you standing in? So this doorway is like for one person.
Yeah, only for one.
Are you going to move into the room? Because you can see this.
Well, typically just kind of step back. So there's Lafelle on one side and Jean on the other.
Okay. Yep. So you're going to step to the side. Lafelle's on the other side. Alika's just behind Lafelle.
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to move there, readied.
Yep.
Lafelle.
Two fish people. Two fish people.
Two fish people. Right. If it's not moving in, I'll stay at his flank, set the lantern down, and get the mace out, and also ready. Okay.
Alika, are you going to try and run around them and run in the room and stab someone with a trident, or are you going to stay where you are?
Well, I don't think she doesn't really know what's going on. She's just kind of seen the lantern go down on the floor, so she's just going to assume that she needs to take up some sort of defensive stance.
Can you attack with a trident over someone's head? That's what
it's a 10-foot range.
Quite short.
Oh.
So
that might be throwing it.
No. It has a thrown stat, but it also has if you go.
Cool.
If it's just not 10-foot range. What's it? Combat range is done in like a 1, 2, 3, and 4, isn't it?
Yeah.
1 second. Let me get up for my weapon
class.
Yeah, that's it.
So
weapon
what
class.
happens is when you do your attacks in melee.
Yeah.
The weapon class goes. The higher the weapon class goes first, because you're further away. So you get to poke people before they poke you.
Yeah. So I think it's weapon class 4, which takes it to the next level.
It's a long trident.
Yeah, it's a long trident.
All right. Okay. Is that two-handed then?
Yes, it is. I don't have a shield.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
But given that the long trident has a stat for taking the charge, she will step past the two guys and then stand in the doorway and form, like that kind of crazy of like the trident over top of her head and then the spot point. Because if she gets charged, she gets to do double damage to someone if they charge her.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. Right, so you're going to get in position and wait for them to charge you.
Yeah. She's going to go between. She's kind of almost trying to show off to these two. The paladin who's all armored has stepped out of the way, and so is the Paloina.
Hello.
So she's going to step in where they've both stepped out of the doorway to form like we're going to flank them as they come out of the room.
Yeah.
Alika with no tactical knowledge at all has gone,
it.
I'm going to go in. And she's now standing in the doorway, trident ready to receive a charge.
We have talked about this.
Perfect.
Good luck.
But now you're very beautiful. You are providing the excellent bait. That's very good. Thank you.
Hang on. Just need to roll up some hit points for these bad boys. Not that. I put too many digits in the die size there. That was
200.
That was a big dice.
John is busy going through what he thinks are hand signals for two fishmen eating person with boots against a pillar. No one else understands this.
Okay. This is good to know. Right, here we go.
Keeps John happy.
2 eggs for breakfast tomorrow. What?
Yes, also this is fun too. I like your level of hope that people.
There will be tomorrow. It's good.
Guys, this is a really serious situation. Why are you talking about breakfast tomorrow?
You look heroic. You're magnificent. If there was an artist here, they would paint you.
Okay. So these creatures, seeing you guys kind of rack up at the doorway, they are going to One of them
You're full of arrows.
Yeah.
pulls out
yes.
crossbow, harpoon gun. No, one of them is going to charge at you. The one on the left
Hang on, I won't do
is
that.
going to charge at Ali Kazam. So let's see how this works. So you've set yourself for a charge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Where are we? Unarmed combat. Nope. Spear setting.
Sure, we can't.
A non-surprised defender who wins initiative can set a long trident against the charging enemy. If the defender hits the charger, but the weapon is fixed firmly in the ground, damage dice are doubled. If the optional first strike roll is used, the spear setter may go before the charger, even if initiative was lost. We don't need to worry about that. Brace a long spear to meet the rush of an enraged ox. If initiative is lost, the defender can still use a spear or a spear-like weapon to make a regular attack. Okay, so you've set spear for charge, basically. So we will now get an attack roll from. Let me see what the armor class is. Okay.
Shall I roll?
So you roll your trident.
Okay, let me just press the button that's supposed to roll it. There we are. I rolled an 11. Hits an AC of 9.
That is unfortunately a miss.
Oh no!
So as it comes running in, you're like, haha, and you think you make contact, but it's kind of squishy, pliant body kind of slips around the head of your trident, and its body like, and this kind of grease looks like sea gel. It stinks, and it comes in to strike at you. So let me. Here we go. What's there?
She's used to fighting underwater. That's where she trained.
19.
We could push them in the sewer. You could.
Nice, 2+2. Right, this is where I've got to get a chart out.
Very hard to fight gooey people.
Tell you what, what's your armor class?
6.
Sorry?
6.
6.
Mighty high pitch.
6. Me panicking.
Oh, pirate rolls, I see.
16. So I hit
That sounds like a hit.
the right table.
No.
An armor class of 3.
Yeah, that'd be a hit.
That's a hit. So three points of damage.
Oh no.
Today's fish is trout alakazam.
Hey.
So 3
Ouch.
damage. So this little dagger goes, "Yeah," and it's got a cruel, twisty blade. So it's not a nice, clean cut. It's like, ugh. You think it might, he's probably come out of the water with
Gross.
this in his fishy pocket.
It's got pockets.
Ew.
What kind of fish has pocket?
It's a pocket fish.
It's a pocket fish. The other one's going to step into the door. So this one's come out to fight you. And the other one is going to step up behind it, waiting for you guys to kill its friend or fall back and let him come through the opening.
Can we come down with our attacks since we've been waiting? Our readied action, or
Yes.
excellent.
On this front guy, yeah.
Go on then.
Let's see if I press the correct buttons. Mace. Go Mace.
Go, mates. Go, gadget
Go,
mouse.
Mace, go.
Yes. Hit
You
an
missed.
AC of 7.
You
Aw.
missed, unfortunately. I think you can go into the options and turn off auto damage rolling or something. Anyway.
Oh, I guess I'll have a go then. Continue my
I'm not
100%
sure.
record of not
I'm not sure. Anyway.
that one.
So, Jean, would you like to
Yes,
hit
I
this fish man?
will attempt the bonkening on the head. I roll.
AC 0, that's a hit.
That sounds like a hit.
Yeah,
Wow.
you've hit, and you
My
did
Gosh,
3 points of damage.
Successful roll.
Ooh,
Yay! One of us did a thing.
Yay!
3 damage. Yay!
Damage.
Not
God,
completely inept.
it's
At
well, the
least you drew
damage is
blood before you
much
died.
less than it could be.
Okay, so you bonk this guy. The body kind of very pliant, kind of flexes a bit, but you feel contact with bone in there.
Ah, you are unnaturally gooey. Okay, they bleed. Well, they dent.
Good.
So more of this, obviously. If it bleeds, you can kill it. If it bleeds, you can eat it. If you are bleeding too much, Alakai, let me know, and I will heal you.
Right.
Fear not.
So that was delayed, right? So I stepped into the
Yeah.
doorway, you hit them.
Yeah.
Now it's a new initiative round. We're going to roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
So who in
Who
your
wants-
party is going to roll for initiative?
I feel like it should be our heavy combat character. Lafal!
It's not me.
I've got a 3.
Can
you see that? Oh, you couldn't see that. Sorry.
No, you're doing private
Rolling
rolls.
privately. You
Sorry.
secret rolls.
I got a 3.
Do we just roll
Our
a d6?
viewers will agree.
Yep.
Yes, roll 1d6. Ooh, my go. Right. So this turn he gets 2 attacks.
Damn you, old school rules.
Oh no, sorry, no, that's if he's using his claws. This is his
Rudimentary
weapon.
stabbing weapon.
So he's going to attack. Oh, who's he going to attack? Because Jean actually did some damage, right? Everybody else kind of floofed and fluffed. Right, I'm going to roll a die, and on a 1, 2, 3, it's going to attack Ali Kazam because that was the one that went for him originally, and a 4, 5, or 6 is going to go for Jean because currently the paladin is completely useless.
Only currently.
Fighting their
Oh,
time.
staying with Ali Kazam. Right, here we go. How many hit points you got?
I got 5 left. I'm alright.
5 left.
Fine.
I missed you.
Yeah!
That's a really bad roll.
Welcome to our club.
I hit like an arm class of 11. Okay. So he misses. And that's his go. He's had a swipe at you. The other one is eager to get at you and is kind of pushing at his back, trying to kind of force him through into a space that doesn't exist. in between
You
the
the
three of you.
bad. You are like the coward. Hello. You should stab your friend.
Going like this big, this huge eye staring at you over the guy's shoulder.
You're in your home environment. Would you just much rather
One
go
at the,
home?
one at the front's going.
Alakai, you're getting any of this? Sorry, I don't want to be, speciesist, but you're the most likely one who understands.
Pete, do I understand what they're saying?
They seem annoyed.
They seem very annoyed.
I got that. I got the gist.
It's an unusual dialect. I can't quite.
Is it
I'm
the
busy!
Don't do it quite
The first
justice.
French
My accent is terrible. I haven't done it in years. Okay. So it is now your go. So melee is done in weapon class order because the longer the weapon.
Alakai gets to go first then.
Yeah.
It's fish kebab time.
Here we go.
Yeah, you saw my roll a second ago. I doubt that.
You never know.
Go!
Oh, that's misses armor class 9. Oh, right, okay, that's because your roll was so bad, because armor
Yes.
classes can't be worse than 9.
Just being
It's just being like, you
you're like-
missed.
Shit! You thought you were ready. You thought you'd trained. You thought you could face these kind of things, but you're in a sewer fighting a fish guy who's like got his mate hanging over his shoulder trying to get at you, and it's really.
And
freaking
John
you out.
keeps telling me to translate. I'm so distracted right now.
Yeah.
pointy end goes in the bad guy. Yes.
I'm guessing the two of you then go simultaneously
Yeah.
because you're both using footman's maces, right?
Or maces.
Cinematically, yeah.
Yep.
We'll bring the hammer down. Not a hammer, but you get the idea.
3, 2, 1. Huh.
Come on, roll off.
Zam.
I haven't figured out how to remove the damage from this roll yet,
Don't
so
worry,
it's
just go for it.
whopper.
Saves us time. Oh,
AC 1.
AC 1.
9 damage.
Critical miss.
And I hit myself.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
Got a 1.
There's a button for it.
Can you make
There's a button for it.
roll
There's a
critical
button.
miss for thief class? There you go.
Wow, 9 points. Sorry, I'm just looking
What
at
does
the
that
9 points. I don't want to take away from the 9 points
That is
that
amazing.
Well,
That is
did that.
awesome.
did there. Can we wrap that up and then I'll do the hilarious incident with
You shatter bones in his arm as it kind of puts its arm up to block you, smashing through its forearm. It's not dead, but it's severely injured.
Yeah,
Stuff.
Wait, that we have. Okay. Shall I now roll the critical miss?
Yes.
For
I don't know what's going to happen here.
yeah.
I imagine you just like lifted it up and accidentally let go of it behind.
And it goes into the water. It goes, dunk, splosh.
Oh no!
Bad place to drop your weapon.
Oh, great.
Luckily, you don't think the current was strong enough to like carry a heavy
Quite
weapon.
heavy. I think
away,
I'm okay.
right, so
But this is
You're
very
just going to be
embarrassing.
lying at the bottom.
I'm going to have to
maybe-
apologize to my god really quite profusely. I think a blood sacrifice is what I need. Hello, fish person.
Cool. Okay. The creature is kind
I'm
of.
a dagger.
But you're now unarmed, aren't you? Oh, you got a shield though, haven't you?
A dagger.
You got a dagger. Okay.
I'm going to
You're
out.
momentarily unarmed, I meant.
Yes, I'm momentarily unarmed. And therefore not a threat.
No.
He says, hopefully.
I was wondering if there was a attacking an unarmed opponent bonus. Just checking quickly. Excuse me.
Would be. Seems just unreasonable, frankly.
No, I can't find anything quickly, so we'll leave it.
Very
So
good. Very good.
that was your go.
That
So
was.
we're back round to the beginning. None of you wanted to move away. You're just all bosh, 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 fighting in this tunnel.
Yeah, we're in
And
full of melee
we
at the
will-
moment.
we
Don't think they're
will-
going to get the mace, but I think finish off the fish people first.
Yes. Right.
Not happy.
Let me just. I'm just checking that we do roll every round. Do we definitely roll every round?
Initiative.
Yeah, I think we. Yeah, it says initiative throws result in some cases.
Does sound like the way things used to be. So.
Yeah, let's do it. Right, who's rolling for you guys?
Let someone else roll. Let someone else roll.
Definitely not.
All right, fine.
Please? I rolled a 2.
I also rolled a 2. Just,
Bum, ba, dun, dun,
do we
dun.
just re-roll, do we?
Simultaneous.
We just all go at once. It's just chaos, basically.
I like it.
No, let's roll again.
I rolled a 5 this time. Yeah!
I rolled a 1. Dang it. Right, you guys go. No doubt we'll get a few comments about how we've done this combat incorrectly, but who cares? It's fun. Right, so you guys get to go first.
It's fantasy, people.
Alika with her longy thingy weapon class, so I'll miss again, just to be on the safe side. Yep, I missed again.
Excellent. Well done. Consistent.
That's really bad.
I'm so glad I'm here.
Is it as bad? It's not as bad as mine.
No, I didn't throw it in the poo. No.
I'm sure that other fumbles are available.
Yeah. Okay, so it'll be Mace next. Wow, I'm across 2.
I see it
That's
too.
good.
Oh, look at him.
Okay.
Minimum
you-
damage.
Rolled
though.
one
Minimum.
damage.
Minimum damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's frustrating, right?
It
But
is.
it's enough. You swing, you take off the lower half of its face, and it slaps against the wall and slides down. And then it kind of... and a load of horrible fish blood and, you know, the meat, but the fish sloughs out, and it kind of collapses onto the floor. It's a big eye kind of staring at you.
Excellent.
And the one
Next.
behind it's like... it kind of comes forward. This one's just got its claws out.
Lafar, I think you made it mad.
Good. Get reckless. They make mistakes. Bring it.
I will draw my dagger, and can I also stabbening, or just the drawing and then the being ready?
Well, now you'd need to step into the hole to fight the creature,
I don't want to step in.
or wait for it to
I'm
come.
trying to wait for the. I will draw my dagger and wait for the thingy.
Okay. Right. So in its turn, it is going to step forward to attack.
No.
Bring it, fish cake.
So, John, if you would like to make your... What's your weapon class?
1. For the
It's
dagger.
got claws as well, yeah, so go for it. Oh, that looks like it's a hit.
Nice.
And you did 2 points of damage.
19 again. So close.
Yeah.
Minimum damage.
And it's like... little bits of guts coming out. And that stuff really stinks. And you're like... Ugh.
I will poke so many holes in you, your mother will not take you back.
Its claws come out and it's like...
Okay, that's unpleasant. You're a fish. Why do you have claws?
Because they are fish men.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Are there any fish women? I mean, doesn't seem very equal.
They've got claws and hands. So...
It's
it
like
gets-
Artman, but on crack.
Oh no, it gets 1 attack in the first round and 2 attacks in the second round. So this turn it will get 1 attack against you, Jean. What's your armor class?
Yes. I think it's 6. 6.
6.
6. 6. We talked about this earlier.
6. Here we go.
Matches my number of hit points.
I missed.
Thank
I
Good.
need a 13 or better. Still not a lot to get right. Okay. So he steps forward and goes...
Okay, I was happy with the tool using, but the claws on fish, wrong. It's wrong. Need to die.
And pockets.
Pocket's a bit like tool using, yes? Maybe they made a pocket. Like a bandolier or something.
Yeah.
Right, so it's initiative again.
Ooh la la. Shall I
So
roll?
who
it?
would like to roll for initiative?
I feel like it must be my
It's
turn.
Sean's turn.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Am I rolling?
must be. I've got 2. I'm rolling really badly.
So am I.
We match your bad rolling
Roll
with our equally bad rolling.
4.
I see that rolling, and I roll you a 6
Yeah.
in your face.
In your face.
Your fishy face. As we know, as long as someone has died, my rolls improve. Rules of the zone.
Right, so it's you guys to go first. And he stepped into your little...
Well, the
Zone
kill
of
zone,
death.
the kill box. Okay, fork man, come on.
I will attempt to once again try to do something with my trident.
You need to give them a good forking.
No,
Oh.
I can't roll above a 10.
use some magic.
I don't have any offensive magic.
I will get
I
wounded.
have one spell.
What's your spell?
Cure light wounds.
I have two.
I mean, I can use it twice.
Unfortunately, you missed.
Yeah.
So you're starting to get the hang of combat and the thrust of the trident, but it's tricky.
She's just keeping it back, distracted, so Lafal can smack it.
Yeah, that's what you're doing. Boom! Look at that. Hits an AC of -1. Fantastic.
There you go.
Man.
You're getting in the swing of it. And
More
you
damage.
bosh,
Nice.
crack this one round the face, and it's like, it's like blood coming out from around its eye, and it's like,
Well, stabbing.
John.
Finish him off, Sean.
Not with this tiny pokey stick.
You missed,
And,
unfortunately.
not with that roll.
So it's going to retaliate. It's going to claw at Laffel and Jean. Because that Atlantean, stupid Atlantean with that spear doesn't know what it's doing. Right, so this is to attack Laffel. What's your armor class?
4.
4. I need a 15.
Ah,
Boom.
that's a 16.
Oh, sorry. 3 points of damage for you.
I'll take that.
And a swing at
6.
Jean.
6.
So I need a 13 for you. Oh, missed. So happy. Yeah.
You with your little claws, you're a fish. You're not meant to have claws. You cannot hit me.
God, someone kill this fish.
That hurts the most, doesn't it?
Vicious mockery.
Okay.
Only.
Vicious mockery.
My other spell is command, but
Okay.
I'm not sure we share a language.
So, new round, new roll. Who's rolling?
Back to Lafal.
Back to me.
Lafar.
Yeah.
4.
Strong roll.
Oh,
Not a strong roll.
Oh, you're taunting it so much, John. It has another go at you.
Yeah,
Misses you again. It looks at its claws like, is this thing right? Should I not have claws? It's like,
Aldoon, this is the perfect moment. Please don't miss this. Go away before I taunt you a second time.
it's too easy.
Exactly. Sorry, I got too excited there.
First
Carry on.
person.
you did. So the creature misses, and it's now your guys' go.
Lafayette?
Trident goes first.
Right, Trident first.
Yes, I'm terribly
Try it
sorry.
first. Here we go.
I'm distracted.
No, it's okay.
Oh man!
I'm just going
I-
to
Stop
you-
hitting
what
the
you don't know is
brickwork.
I changed the parameter from Roger to Dan.
Please don't.
Do we need to get you a different fork? Is this the problem?
Laffles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whack. This
Wrong.
time you've got it full in the brain. And its
Excellent.
head just caves in and bursts, and there's like this kind of splurge of
Ew.
fish
Still
brains.
looking at Jean at the dam.
It gets John all covered in fish bits, and it collapses to the floor, dead.
Very good.
Okay, you two go check the person they were eating. I'm gonna go find my mess.
Good luck with that.
Yes. Good luck with that.
Okay. So the two of you go into the chamber. This looks like a disused basement. It's very dusty, very. There's no footprints apart from this area coming in from the sewer and up to this post. You can see there's a latch on the door on this inside, right? Big type thing, cast iron.
Mhm.
And it looks like Auric got in here but was suffering a serious wound and collapsed. And these
Oh,
fishmen have sniffed him out and come to eat him after he's potentially died. Or it may have been dead, may have just been unable to move. You don't know.
Hopefully the first part, not the latter.
Yeah.
Alika kind of nudges him with the bottom part of her trident. He's dead.
Poor guy.
What was that? What?
I can't do anything about that.
No, same.
He has around his neck a holy symbol of Zakothwa. Kind of eyeball.
Should we take that to give it to the guy, Gerd?
The good.
Well, because he sent us
Gerd?
to look for him.
Yeah, that might be. Yes.
That would be an indication that you found him. Or you could remove his head and take it with you, one of the two.
That might insinuate that we killed him.
Yeah, no.
Is he okay?
No, he
not
was
quite.
eaten, John.
Oh, I was hoping maybe he was still alive. I mean, obviously not fun being eaten, but better to be alive and eaten than dead and eaten. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. It's a philosophical question.
It is. But yeah, he is no more, I'm afraid.
Oh, this is very sad. Be back in a moment. I'm just busy swimming in shite.
Just
The
shouting and swimming
basement, does it have an exit?
He is wearing chainmail,
Hmm.
which is a little bit I wouldn't say old as in rusty, but old as in make. So it's been looked after, but it's obviously been around, been patched in a few places. There's a few nibble marks on the edges where the fishmen have got in and around the armor to chew at his flesh. He's got large open parts of his body now which have been chewed on.
Hmm.
And on the floor is a what's it called? A great mace,
Great.
which is a two-handed mace. Which is on the floor, and he also has I suppose you kind of shift him and you can see he's collapsed, and in the small of his back, hidden obviously from these creatures, is like a satchel. You can see the leather strap has been almost chewed through, and it's kind of collapsed around him. So from first glance you wouldn't think he's carrying anything else. As you kind of go to shift him, you can see this thing, and the strap falls out from behind him, and he's got a little satchel tucked in behind his body.
In the satchel.
There is there was a few items in there. It seems to sort of clink as you pick it up.
Oh, hello. I'm back now. I heard clinking.
The Poloiner appears. Just a hand comes out of a shadow. Roink.
Let me just have a look at it. It might be trapped. Let me just have a little look.
It might be trapped. Let me take a look.
So many times it happens, you know.
Okay. Are you going to open it up?
Yeah.
In the bag, there is I suppose kind of scripture would be. It's like a prayer book type thing. Yeah, which has got a metal clasp on it, and it's clearly it's got Zakothwa symbols on it, right? It doesn't have anything written on the front. It's not like a book that someone has made. It's his clearly his own book. There is another holy symbol in there, a gold holy symbol. This one looks like it's potentially one that was, you think, maybe an important one to the temple. You're not sure, but it looks expensive. There is 2 vials of clear liquid.
Oh, excellent.
And there is a small scroll case, which is seems to have a little latch.
I might suggest, are any of you two any good with identifying of potion?
Not particularly.
I mean,
Yes.
Other than just drinking them.
There's also, I should say, 5 gold pieces in there.
Oh,
There was 5 gold pieces in there.
there is still 5 gold pieces. We are a team.
I just assumed Jean would have light-fingered them out
Now we've discussed the sharing arrangements. This goes towards the panty fund. This pays for accommodation and wine, most of which I will drink.
Brilliant.
Can I determine what is in the vials, please?
It looks like water.
Does it taste holy?
It's holy water.
I dip a little bit my little pinky.
It tastes like water.
It's water.
Okay. Well,
They're very nice vials.
Well, it was obviously important to who we presume to be Auric.
Yeah.
What do we know of the burial rites of the toad god, the Kothwa?
Oh, you know the customs. If there's a swamp nearby, you have to like lower the body into a grove.
We've got a
But,
sewer. Does that count?
They will normally, in and around the town, they will normally burn the bodies.
Okay. I think maybe. Okay, team.
Mhm.
I don't want to make the decision. I'm not the executive. We are a conglomerate. Yes. So I think it would be best if we return the body to the community that Auric served, and then they can give them the last rites as is appropriate for the cosplay. Obviously, the crab people will not be in favor of this, so we could possibly lose even more favor if this is possible. But I don't care. But I would like to see this person is dealt with properly. I would like to think that that is what would happen to any of us should we die on our adventures, which is so likely.
I agree. Yeah.
Yep, that seems good. Maybe we're getting back to where we came down and we'll tie a rope round and.
Well, is there a way up from where we are right now?
Oh yeah, valid point.
So that
Well,
we
there is
don't-
a latched door, and you don't know what's on the other side of it, but you look like you're in a disused basement.
Well, basically, I'm covered in shite. I could put on like one of the fishmen heads if there's anything left of that after La Fell, and then I can put that head up out of the latched door and see what happens.
It's just like it's just a door.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to look over Lafal's injuries. Lafal,
Mhm.
you were injured.
Oh, I am. Yeah, I'm injured.
oh my goodness! I'm so sorry.
She starts running around in her bag and she gets out that really horrible smelling gel that
Oh,
she
no.
had with her.
No.
No.
I smell bad enough, thank you.
And she, without even permission, she just starts rubbing it into the wound and like she gets out an incense stick. She gets out an incense stick and starts. Hey,
Oh, that smells good, actually.
That smells, that's incense. Just wait until the incense is gone and it'll be back to smelling of fish again. And then she does it, and you will heal 1d4 hit points, sir. As I use Medicine Man on you.
There you go. That's cool.
I should call it roll 1d4. You heal 4 hit points,
Look at
good sir.
Back to full.
So
Very nice, thank you.
While that's going on in the background, Jean, you go over to the door to have a peek.
Yeah. Can I have a listen first because we're doing old school?
You may have a listen.
Have a listen.
Detect noise.
Yes, that's a thing.
It is a thing. Let's have a look at the thief.
I think I have to do it for a minute though. All this stuff.
Discern noise. Well, they're doing. How long does your thing take?
1 turn.
Well, yeah, so a minute. So.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah,
while they're
that's how
doing
long
that.
discern noise takes as
So
well.
you got
Concentrate.
4 and 12.
Yes.
And discern noise is wisdom. Is your wisdom over 16?
My wisdom is 16.
Okay. Yep. So you get a bonus 1. So you've got a 5 in 12 chance. So roll a d12, and if you get 1 to 5, you have passed.
I'd like to be so much better at everything. No.
Okay. You can't hear anything at the door. There's too much chanting going on behind.
Hey. Clearly empty. I will open the door.
Okay. There is a dusty staircase on the other side leading upwards. And at the top, there is a simple doorway into a dark room.
Okay. I will signal back to the others. and then proceed up the dusty hallway.
Was he talking about breakfast again?
Yes, wine.
He always drinks wine.
Yeah.
Creme brulee?
Okay, so you're gonna go up the staircase. You come into, it's like an empty hovel. You saw a load of these, remember, as you went through the residential area. And this little hovel, it's not being used. There's furniture in there, but no one's really touched it in a long time. And there's even sort of, the windows are a bit covered up from the inside with bits of wood, crooked bits of wood, and the door is got stuff against it to bar it. You know, there's like a table against it and a bar across the thing. So it's clearly somewhere set up that he might come to, you know, or someone might come to. You never know who might be using it.
Is there any sort of rug or a plank or something that a body could be put on to help carry it?
There's a rug.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay. I will then return back down the dusty stairway. Hopefully these two have finished whatever it was they were doing that was making so much noise. And proffer the rug and say we can conceal the priest's mortal remains within this.
Very good.
There is a safe hovel, I believe as it's known, up the stairs. And from there, well, maybe we can peer out the window and see how far away the temple is. I believe we should return the body there and then alert the local population.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, cool. Let's take a very brief break, nature break and a drink break, and we will be back in a few minutes. Please don't go anywhere. We'll see if you guys can get back to the temple in one piece, carrying a large rug, suspicious-looking rug.
What's suspicious about a rug?
He's moving a rug.
See you guys in a minute. Hello, we are back. Sorry for that short break. We're all refreshed. More liquids lost and more gathered. So here we go. Okay, so you have done your medicine man routine on Laffel, who is now feeling a lot better.
Yeah.
Although the others of you are injured, right? You all got a little bit of injury there, didn't you?
No, I believe I'm fine.
I'm fine.
The flappy mutant fish person was incapable of harming me.
The fish are pretty gross, these fishmen. And when you
maybe examine the mutant fish.
You have a few minutes to examine them. There's something sort of mutant about them. They look not like one whole creature born that way, but maybe put some poor souls that have been influenced by deep ones or old ones, that kind of thing, and slowly become more fishy and, you know, turn into fish folk on the edge of the sea, and then one day just all walked into the ocean. Now they're back at the behest of the Crab King. It does make you think, though, that the sewers are obviously connected to the sea.
Yeah.
And they've got in through the sewers. So that does not bode well for the town. But yeah, they've got these kind of weird, bloaty, soft, as you kind of, because you have to move their bodies out of the way to like get through that tunnel properly. They're kind of soapy, slimy, pulpy bodies, and you kind of get them out of the way to get in. But
not pleasant at all. I'm not liking this.
They have small
loot pouches.
Yeah, they do. They have small loot pouches, and
one has a Richard III in it.
No, we've got a treasure table.
Yeah.
I thought we'd do this because it's the old school. Here you go.
Yeah.
Treasure tables.
Yeah, let's
So,
roll it.
Um,
10 million gold pieces.
they have treasure class A.
How many art treasures do we find?
Well, they've got a bag of, so on the ground in the room beside the body, well, not beside the body, so sort of by the entrance, there is like this kind of seaweed and Hessian fusion.
Oh, it's a fifth bindle.
Weird, yeah, we've got some stuff inside it. So what we need...
Well, we make those in Atlantis. Not
We need to
Atlantis.
roll some dice to see if things have appeared. So everyone prepare a percentile die.
Oh.
Let's get ready with a roll D100.
Prepared.
Okay.
At the ready.
Okay. So, someone roll a 40% chance of gems.
Okay, that sounds like me. No. Or yes, depending on which way we're going.
Oh, yes. Below. 40 or below. Let me just
No.
check this isn't... this might be lair. Is this treasure class? Oh, in their lair. They'll have some of it.
How many bits of sea glass?
That's okay. Here we go. So you failed on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a 25% chance. Roll.
Someone else.
Someone else.
No.
Okay. And let's have a 30% magical treasure roll.
I'll bring it home.
Oh, so close.
So close. It's nearly magic, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, someone roll 2d12.
So,
Just because I like 12-sided dice. Or I could roll 2d12 here. I've got a whole load
you
of
roll
12-sided
2d12.
dice here.
You roll.
Let's have a look at that. That's 18 gold pieces.
Oh.
In various... Some of them, they seem to be different cuts, different coins, but gold pieces.
Different denominations. Do they look like they're a bit watery?
Yeah, they've got a little bit of
Tarnished too much.
algae on them or something, brine eroded, that kind of thing.
A couple of barnacles, that sort of thing.
But, yep. Cool. Okay.
I will add that to the party fund.
Cool.
Yep. There you go. So you go up into the hovel, and you actually find it could be a working hovel. You could live here if you wanted to. And there's a little fireplace. There's a little cooking area. There's a living area. There's a sleeping area. It's got everything you need. And there's even a small, in one corner, a little shelf with a couple of books on, which are Zathokwa. Can't remember which way around it is. Zathokwa prayer materials, or one of them seems to be sort of like a hymn book, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
So you can see now what John was talking about. There's crooked bits of wood over all the windows on the inside. Clearly someone is trying to excuse me, make this place look like no one's here, which it seems like there was no one here, but now that you're in here, no one can see you're there. But as you kind of go to the windows and look through the cracks, you can see that you're not too far from the temple. You can see it, through one of the windows above the nearby hovels, just, because you didn't go too far underground.
Yeah.
But you can see from where you are, there is a, which way round was it? Second echelon cultist standing in a kind of open area between some of these hovels, and has got, does anyone remember what colour second echelon is?
Green.
Well done. Has a green, now they've got a long sleeve and a green hand You think maybe you're not sure if it's someone with a bound hand or someone wearing a fake claw or something, but it's pointing that green hand sort of around, and you can see there's a few people who look more like flunkies. They don't have any coloured paint on them,
Real flunkies.
but they do have swords and small shields, and they are kind of moving around like soldiers. They don't really have. They might be wearing leather armor. They're not really wearing any huge amounts of armor. They just look like they've tooled up a few peasants who have gone along with the cult, that kind of thing, right? So you can kind of see them moving about in the marketplace area, or that sort of open area that's between you and the temple.
Do they look to be doing anything in particular, or are they just like being?
They seem to be wandering around looking for something.
Bad time to be hauling a corpse through the town, I think.
I don't think we should go out there with the corpse. I could go out and talk to them in my inimitable charm and see what they are about.
Well, it
Haven't you-
depends. 'Cause if they see you come out of this house, which is clearly sealed off and made to look like it's uninhabited, they might grow slightly suspicious.
I could be stealthy.
I mean, you could sneak out. There are a couple of windows, and there's a door on the front which you're looking out of. But there's a window on the back. You could pull the things off, climb out the back window.
I could go out the back, could close the window again. I could move along a few houses and then come out into the general square.
Yeah.
See what they are about.
We do smell like sewer, though.
Well, yeah, but I look like, I don't know, a hovel dweller.
Yeah, fair if you think you can pull it off.
Fish head.
I with a fish head on. Yeah, maybe I'll take the fish head off.
Very dangerous for you to be out there on your own.
But I'm willing to take one for the team. I will not initiate any kind of well, I can't promise that, obviously.
I was going to say,
I won't start. Oh no.
I won't start any fights. Okay.
perhaps we will come with you, but we'll wait out of sight.
Yeah.
So when something inevitably happens, we're there to assist you.
Okay. If we are going to leave the dead person in the hovel, can I suggest that we also bar the door to the sewer?
Yeah.
I would say that would be prudent,
Any
regardless.
hungry
Yeah.
fish people kind of come about.
Yeah.
It would be very dispiriting to find him being gnawed on again.
Yeah.
So this is the plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, sounds good.
We barricade the door to the sewer. I will go first, and then you two will be
Close enough.
in an alley, and I will run back, and then we can just you can try out your new mace.
Perhaps.
Yes.
Let's hope there's no occasion for that.
Maybe as well wills,
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you barricade the door. You take the planks off the thing without anyone sort of hearing or spotting. You kind of prise them off. And Jean clambers out of the window and sneaks off sideways around a couple of other hovels.
A crab.
And like a crab. And then Laffel and Alika come out. And you follow Jean round, and you sort of meet up at another hovel, a couple down.
Yep.
You can see now, if you look back in the same direction as you were looking before, they're kind of going around checking houses.
Okay.
And the cultist is pointing around.
Wonder what they're going for, right? What they're checking.
There's-
Alika actually just like looks at Lovell as if to say, "You serious?"
Well, we were quite stealthy, weren't we? We didn't make too much of it.
Not
No?
us, the dead priest.
Oh, fair, yeah.
Jean will step forward. Hello.
He put on a voice.
Have I got? Can I have a shell? At least one. Can I borrow a shell off
You've got a
Lefebvre?
shell. You've got
You
a
can
shell.
have shells, sure.
Yeah, a conch.
Yeah.
You get a shell. You can pull out a shell. Oh, hang on. Yeah. And the figure turns around, and it's a
Hello,
woman.
beloved of the Crab King. Hello.
Yes, citizen. How may I help you?
We are honored that you have joined us in our hovels.
Some of the nearby residents are like looking at you like scumbag as you say that.
So honored. Please forgive my appearance. I have been gutting fish.
Like most of your brethren.
Yes. It's major industry, but not so much because the great Crab King has plans for the sea and also the land.
We're looking for people.
What sort of people? Maybe I have seen them.
The old priest.
The old priest? What priest? The priest of the frog god? Spit.
Okay. Did you just spit and then say spit?
Emphasis.
Okay, strange man. Yes, we wish to talk to him. And I've heard reports this morning of an Atlantean moving around these parts with some companions. I would watch out. Apparently they are armed and dangerous.
I thought Atlanteans were a myth.
Unfortunately not. The Crab King does not smile upon their kind.
This is shocking news. I will make sure that I watch out for this.
Watch that you do.
Yes.
She takes your shell in her hand and she says, Kalkos will not look upon you, as if that's a good thing.
I am honored.
And then she steps away. You, over there, check that house. He can't have got that far. I mean, where could he go? Come on. And people are going, no, don't. This is my house. What are you doing? And they're like, come on, step aside. This will be easier if you play along. Come on, get out of the way. And a few people don't, and they get kind of pushed into the dirt. And the other, the soldiers, the brute squad, basically, go in and sort of jostle their few belongings around a bit and can't find an old priest and move on. But they do seem to be sort of moving out from the temple. So obviously they've been over there and they're searching this area, and they are moving slowly in the direction of your secret hovel.
Scuttle back to the other two circumspectly.
Okay.
So, plan B,
Mm.
take the priest back to the temple through the sewers. Because they're searching the houses for the priest.
I say we let them come, lure them inside the house, and then kill them all.
There are lots of them.
How many
look what
times
they
did you hit with your trident in the last combat?
You couldn't hit an unarmed fish first.
These are all details that can be worked out. Look what they're doing to the poor people of this town.
I agree.
Yeah.
And in time,
We need to get their priest back to their temple because they're going out from the temple. They're not going to search the temple. They think they've searched the temple. So let's go back to the middle of the search zone. And then when they go away...
We could set him up like a ghost to scare them.
Yes, that's a beautiful idea.
Sure.
Yeah. We can weekend at Bernie's Auric. That's fine.
Fantastic.
Goblet game if we can.
It's going to be the centerpiece of the whole campaign. Auric!
Okay, I guess we have a plan.
We needed a priest. There we go.
Yeah.
We haven't got a necromancer, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way.
Cast your spells, Auric.
Okay, so you're going to go back to the hovel.
Yep.
You're going to take the body down through the sewers.
Yep.
Back to the temple.
Yeah.
You're going to, like, jump over
Well,
You're
we'll
gonna
take
jump
a
over
plank. We'll take a plank with us.
You
so we
take a
don't have to
good
jump.
idea. I like it.
And we'll
Can't
pick
jump.
the
We can't jump with the rug on our shoulders,
No,
realistically.
no. You could take the door off its hinges and just put that over the gap.
Yeah.
Yep, all that good
Okay,
stuff.
so you're going to make your way back through the tunnels. I'm not going to make you
wanna
roll
put the
for all
door
of
back,
that.
though.
So when you get down to the tunnels and you're starting to get yourself ready, you're taking a door off the hinges, and you're like, right, okay, we've got everything we need to get back across the tunnel. As you step out through the hole into the sewer,
Okay.
you can hear from further down the tunnel, so the opposite direction from the temple, out towards the water. It's not immediately nearby, but that's the direction. You can hear sort of splashing and more noises coming from that direction.
Kind of
Purely
noises.
Well, flappy kind of noises, but far away.
Yeah.
Not linger here too long then, eh?
No, I suggest we make our move.
Yes.
Okay. So
That's a very good idea.
you make your way through the tunnels, carrying the rug with the priest's body inside. And you get back to the ladder.
Yes.
Does
We have
anyone
rope.
a rope? You got rope?
Yeah.
Believe so. In my
Okay.
starting kit. Let me have a look at my starting kit again.
I'm sure one of you
Hemp
got-
rope, 50 foot.
There we go. Perfect. Hemp rope. Awesome.
Stay
All the
here.
classics.
A blanket. Oh, we could
So
have
you tie it around his waist and then
Haul
over
him
the
up.
top loop of the ladder,
feet,
pull him up.
not the waist, feet.
Feet. Okay.
We're hauling him up a ladder through a small hole. As
Oh
the
yeah, sorry, yeah. Round the neck.
Feet. This is not my first rodeo. This is quite disturbing.
Okay, so you tie it around his feet
Yeah.
and you start to hoist him up. Do we make you roll a test of strength to see if you drop him back down the hole? No, we won't do that. That's
Or Oric.
unbecoming of Oric, the priest, right?
We've probably set up a sort of a lever type, rope it around the top and whatnot at the top.
Yeah, a bit of pulley action going.
Yeah,
on.
a bit of pulley action. Or all three of us going at it.
That's cool. So you're up in the temple. The ladder goes up. So
Yeah.
you're like pulling him up by his feet. He comes up. Two of you brace. One of you grabs. You haul him out.
Yeah. There we go.
Swing.
You swing it, you give slap.
Someone walks in and you guys are dangling Oric's body from his feet and it's swinging.
Yo! Found him!
Okay, so what are we going to do with him once you've got him in the building? You're in the temple.
Put him back in his room.
Yeah, I was going to say he had a bedroom, didn't he, off to the
Yeah.
side.
There's another dead body in there.
We take that one out.
We throw that down the hole. That's one of the
Yeah.
one of the crab people. We'll just throw it down the hole.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, if we really want to burn these in, we could put him on the mannequin stand.
Save that for later.
Yeah, like just mace in hand.
Are you
Just get
going
him.
to remove anything from his body? You took his mace. Are you taking his chainmail or?
Well, I can't use it, so I definitely won't bother taking it.
No.
Nah, it seemed quite personal to him with him having like worn it and mended it and everything. So I don't want to take that from him.
Sure.
Oh, probably masterwork and
Respect.
all that good stuff. But no, we're going to leave it alone.
Okay, so you pop him on his bed?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, lie him on his bed. He's got a bit manky by now. He's been chewed on, and unfortunately, he's worse for wears. So when you put him on his bed, it starts to like kind of this gunky horribleness that kind of.
Random question, but is there any large quantities of salt?
Not in the immediate vicinity. Probably in the
Damn it.
nearby market, but not. They're
Yeah.
out there in the market, so you don't want to be going out there.
Something good. No, we can't make any of that. Do you have, Alec, do you have any more of the incense? I mean, it might attract the crab people, so maybe not. But
But so you're going to put the
and death.
hatch down on the
Oh yes, yeah.
Yes.
thing. Yeah,
Yes, and
okay.
put something heavy on top of it.
Yeah.
Sure. The other body.
Put the other body down the oil.
Oh yeah, down the hole.
And
Just
then,
flat.
And then we put
Bounce.
something heavy on top of the.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Right, so you get Auric back into his house. You've got his holy symbol as evidence.
Yep.
So that's cool. What are you doing with the golden holy symbol?
So we
Which
keep.
Aldoon, you think it's worth probably in the region of 50 to 100 gold pieces.
Okay, this is worth a lot, but previous shenanigans have taught me that stealing the relics of a god comes with quite a heavy price. So I'm more inclined to return this to the community, and if the community sees fit to recompense us in actual coin, then that's nice, and a lot better than being chased by a sloth toad god.
Yes,
I agree.
This also seemed important to him. This was one of the few things he saved.
Yes, so the holy book and the very, very holy symbol, as well as his personal. I think maybe we leave him with his personal holy symbol. The book and I think the golden symbol belong to the community more than this particular priest.
Sure.
That seems wise.
Yeah.
And then if
Okay.
you can let the community know that the priest needs the last rites as appropriate to Zakokwe, then this is for the best.
So you guys going to sneak out of the temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were searching away from here now, weren't they? They're
Mhm.
moving away from this.
So we're also going to peer out the windows and make sure there isn't one
Sure.
front
Here
left
it
outside.
Step out into... Yeah.
And this the mad fish-covered person again.
So you look out and you can see that there's no one in the immediate vicinity of the temple. There, you can see a few of the people further away. You know, there's that little market square nearby. Seem to be over there. A couple in the hovels, but
Can we see the woman that we first talked to when we approached the temple?
yes, you can. She's
Okay.
over by her hovel, and she's got like a stand of like fruits and things that she's clearly selling.
Oh, we could to be buying some, or actually buy some fruit.
Yes, I'm famished, actually.
Got fruit. Lafel, fruit.
I'll go for some fruit. Yeah, sure. I'll go for a bath before that, though. But
I think
we can stop for some fruit. Why not?
fruit first, then bath, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Let's go fruit.
So you wait for a good moment. It's not hard. You kind of step out of the temple and make your way sort of quickly over the road. And she sees you coming, and she glances over towards the Orthodoxy troops who are there moving around. And she looks at you sort of hopefully
Put my winter blanket over Alakai's head.
Would you care for pears? She points at the fruit.
As if
Copper, 2 coppers of fruit.
How much does a gold piece buy me?
She picks up a tray full of pears. All of these.
Thank you. She gives a gold coin over.
you are most kind, and your priest has been returned to the temple, but they have also been returned to the Sotokwe.
She bows her head. She mutters a few words. What happened to him?
We do not know the full details. We can tell that he was wounded in defense of the temple, and he was able to escape with the holy items of the temple, but unfortunately fell foul either of his wounds or there are fish people infesting your sewers. Fish people.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looks at the ground as if they might burst up out of the floor.
Honestly, if you have a hatch or something that opens into the sewer
What?
or a used basement, you need to barricade that shit, okay?
Would be good, yeah.
What seriously?
Yes, all of you. Anyone who has access to the sewer, you need to barricade
Some people
that
do
door.
have she points to the low point of the road over in the corner. Said there are drains here.
Well, yes, this is how municipal sewers work. We are adventurers. We are very familiar with sewers. I am obviously far too familiar with
Yeah,
these.
she's yeah, I can tell.
I'm terribly sorry. I have not had a chance to wash. Um, but if you could let the local community know that there is this danger and that you will need to,
I will spread the word.
and
Thank you.
also,
I did not. What, how are there fish people? I thought the tunnels. Oh, those idiots aren't defending those tunnels anymore, are they?
which idiot?
The idiots with the claws, I'm guessing.
Why would they defend from the sea? They are all about the crab.
Before this, I'm guessing.
The sackmaster was. I mean, he was a cruel son of a bitch, but at least he didn't like let monsters roam into the bloody sewers of the town.
Well, now he's on a stick. So.
Yeah, you know, they used to say it was how they trained up their guards. They sent them to go and clear out the sewers every week. They were.
Oh yeah, yes. We have done this job. Yes, this is familiar.
Yeah. Oh, so was it, what's going to happen if there are fish people, creatures crawling through our sewers?
Any entrance you have to the shore, you need to barricade. Okay.
I will.
Okay, this is important. And
She points to her hovel. She says, "Round the back, I have a barrel of rainwater. You can go wash if you wish."
oh, you are an absolute angel, and please accept this other gold coin for your generosity and contribution to the community. I am so sorry for your loss.
What did you do with the? Are you going to give her the stuff, or have you just told her the religious symbol and that stuff? So what have you done with those?
We'll keep those safe. I was going to return them to the tavern keeper. He seems to be
Very well. Okay. If
he was the one that sent us on this mission.
Oh, yeah. Very well. Very well.
Pillar of community.
Is that in the centre of town?
Yes.
Okay. The old prison.
Yes. Well, that's what the bedrooms look like. Yes.
Oh, that would make so much sense. Yes, of course. Yes. Oh, I see it now.
Yes. Okay. I know the place. I don't have much cause to go too close to the temple these days.
No, I can appreciate this. But okay, please inform the local community of both your priest,
thank you,
the danger on the ground, and we will return to the more central precinct and continue our good work. But first, a wash.
Yes. I feel like we owe you something.
No,
you've done us a great deed here in returning Auric to the temple, even if he has passed on. But at least we know where he is and we can give him what he deserves.
Yes.
Take solace in that he took some of those claw bastards with him.
Oh, yes.
Did he?
Yes. He did. Yeah. He put up quite the fight.
Wow. He always did have there was always a glint in his eye, even though he was old. There was always something about him that there was a vigor to him.
Well, some of those claw people found that out.
Yes, there was more to your old priest than you suspected.
That seems to sort of cheer her up a little bit. She says, "Well, thank you. Look, if I were you," she says, looking over your shoulder, and she looks at Alika. I would move. Someone saw us talking outside the temple. Don't know who, but it's come back. A few people have commented to me that they've been questioned about you. And
me specifically?
Yes,
yeah. They don't really like me that much.
But we do not want to bring danger to you, good lady. So we will move on. We will take our pairs. I will go and have a wash. Lafayette will clean his boots. Thank you very much for your rainwater. And make sure that your community is safe.
Just don't take the water out of the barrel when you use it. Don't climb in the barrel. I want to use the barrel again.
Well, of course.
No, I do feel like that needed to be explained to you.
I understand your question.
Very well. Well, Thank you for your aid to our community. There are a few people who would help us these days, so thank you.
I'm sure more people will rise up when they're able and not being suppressed basically by this whole
she looks
cult.
really tired as you say that. She's like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure. We're all tired here. They harass us and bully us constantly. But there are some people talking about such things. I just try and keep my family safe and survive until that happens.
John will clean his hand and put a hand on her shoulder and go, "The good times will return."
Well, I mean, it wasn't particularly good before, but at least it wasn't tyranny. Whatever's happening along the Striped Gulf, it's not good.
No, I'm good.
Yes, he is good. And
Mr. Good.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, nice to meet you.
Likewise, yeah.
My name is Danica.
Danica, excellent. Good to meet you too.
That's very similar to my name.
Well, you hobnob. I'm going to go wash.
Yeah,
Well,
I was
going to say, not wanting to put this woman in more danger than is absolutely necessary by the Atlantean standing here.
Yeah.
She kind of makes the sign of a trident and then goes, may Lunaqua bless you and your family, and then walks off. Obviously, she doesn't follow my goddess, but
Yeah, no.
I kind of
She
feel like
appreciates your offering, though.
Yeah,
And you guys kind of move off to scrub fish bits off you and sewer water.
Yeah.
Sometime later, you have finished cleaning yourselves, and you've moved on from the area, sort of moving into the residential district on your way back to the centre of town. So in order to not cut a direct path and maybe draw attention to yourselves. And
Is this the next day? This is the next day, isn't it?
it is the next day.
Just thinking that John was meant to go and see Globus.
Yeah. And the people of Huskrin are moving about the town. You see various cultists moving about, but not the one that you'd seen before, not the second echelon that was...
Oh, you mean the green one who was
Yeah.
leading the thug squad?
Yeah.
Brute squad.
You do... further away, you do see a second echelon with a squad of thugs, but they're doing something else. They're beating up some other people in the street. But that's going on over there with a gang of 10 of them, and you're kind of like, ugh. And you start to head back to that main town square. And what are you guys intending to do? You go heading back to the bar to see Gerd?
Yeah.
Go back to the inn.
Okay. You get back to the inn. It's not quite noon. It's sort of mid-morning, and it's in full swing. There's lots of people in there drinking and eating and enjoying themselves. There's some music playing in the corner. Someone has got some drums and they're just doing a little thing. Someone's singing a little ululating kind of throat song, and it's all kind of active. And Gerd sees you from across the room, and he kind of points with his eyes at a table, and you guys make your way over there. And one of the help kind of brings you a jug of ale, and
Lovely.
Gerd, Gerd's he's doing his stuff, and he looks like he's kind of making his way around to you, and you kind of look around the chamber, and you can kind of see lots of people. They look like regular people. There are some miners who've finally got some money, and they're getting absolutely hammered in the corner. There's a really large guy off to one side, and he is sitting playing with a kind of a curious deck of cards in his hand, at the table. It's like probably 7 foot tall and extremely muscular, like really big, with kind of studded leather armor, kind of patched up with a kind of short fur cape kind of thing, and there's a helmet sitting on the table.
What does the helmet look like?
Oh, it's just a simple helmet with a central nose guard.
It's not 2 snakes like this then.
No, it's not that kind of thing.
Just checking.
Are any of the drunk miners the one that I healed the day before and upset all the people?
Oh, this feels like we need to roll a die to see if something happens. There's a 1 in 12 chance that it's the miner. So
Okay.
roll a d12, and on a 1, it is the miner. The miner is there. Oh, your dice luck has changed.
Yeah.
So-
No, I rolled a 1.
Well, no, that's what you needed, though, right?
Yes,
So-
but I'm a pro at rolling 1s.
That's true. That's true. So you look across, and as they're all they seem to be quite drunk. One of them kind of falls off his chair, unconscious, revealing sitting behind him, like just kind of, doing that. Kind of. I'm really drunk. And I'm trying to stay awake. Look. Clearly, they've worked all through the night and then started drinking in the morning, and just kind of kept going. And they all look like they're ready to collapse. But yes, you recognise the guy.
I'm going to go and say hi.
He looks up at you and he's like, "Oh, it's you.
You feeling better?
She's amazing. She did this thing. Like, she'd got this like jelly stuff, and like was rubbing it on my body. It's kind of stank, but it felt really good. Like, what?" And they all like, drinks, and the one on the floor is like,
She reaches down and takes his cup off of him and then drinks with them.
They're drinking the cheapest swill that they can get at this bar.
She joins in. She's giving them that feeling of camaraderie.
Yeah, sure.
Because
What are you
these might be the
doing in
future
town?
rebels.
Why is that you're like the Grey Lady? The Grey Lady.
I've been called far worse, so thank you.
Grey Lady. They all cheer and like down their drinks. More.
Drinks the cup again.
Yeah.
Well, you keep safe out there. If you need any other help, please let me know.
Oh, we're just enjoying ourselves before we have to go and do the big one.
Oh, the big one. What's that? Oh, shh. We've got to keep it a secret, right?
It's the big one.
Is this the big ruby that everyone's been talking about? Shh.
How did you know about that? And it's
Well,
like- and they were laughing. It's like,
wow,
bigger than my head.
it's bigger than your head.
It's huge.
Does he have a normal sized head?
Yes, he's got a really big head.
Wow, that does sound big. Have you guys finished
No, it is
mining it
big.
out? Like, have you finished
not-
digging it out?
They tried to like cut some of it there, but they got not the right setup. I don't know about cutting jewels and things, so
It does take specialist
like
tools.
it's still in like rock. Like they need to, but it's huge.
Wow.
It's huge. They probably get one like this big. It's kind of when they do it after it's done, but it'd be big.
Wow.
So,
Okay. Well,
yeah.
yeah. Did you know when? Have you guys got a plan to get it out of there, or
They just want lots of people around it to protect it.
that makes sense? You don't want anyone stealing that or breaking it.
It's special.
So I've heard. Apparently, the eye of the Crab King is what I've heard on the grapevine. Just
Wow.
keeping that on the DL.
Wow. Yeah. I've heard this like they're talking about shining something through it. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah, weird. But that crab people are a little bit weird,
Crab
aren't
people
they?
are weird.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, it's like a sloth frog or a crab. I don't really give a shit. And that one guy slaps him like, shut up. It's like,
That's all right.
no.
Everyone's allowed their
It
opinions.
doesn't matter, does it? They all are like, I dig holes in the ground and find shiny things. That's what I do. And whether it's a sloth frog or a crab or that other weird thing, insect thing from space, whatever, if they come from the rings of Jupiter, I don't really care.
As long as you're digging and you're getting your pay, right?
Yeah, just some food, place to live. I'm happy. Whoever it is. There's always someone up the top, isn't there? It's not me. It's never going to be me.
It's true. It's true.
And the other guy next to him's like, shut up, you idiot. They're scumbags. They're taking all our money. Get me more ale.
I put down a gold piece. The next drink's on me, guys. Enjoy yourself.
One guy grabs it, and another guy grabs his arm. It's like, let go of it. He's like, no.
It's for drinks, no fighting, boys.
Gerd is suddenly there and goes, how about I take that?
That's a good idea. This is good.
Goes, you guys are sorted out for the rest of the night.
Drinks are
One
on.
guy's already unconscious.
All right, you boys have a good evening.
Great lady.
And she kind of like, yeah, as she walks off, and then goes and sits back down with the other two. So, apparently, the big ruby has not been removed from the mines yet.
Okay.
That's good.
Will be moved?
No, they don't know. They've got lots of people protecting it, apparently, which kind of makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still up at the mines, and they've got to bring it down to have it cut. And apparently, they want to do something like shining a light through it.
Okay, so we need to not let that happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
that seems sensible. But there you go.
So it's,
I went over to say hello.
oh no, it's nice. It's very good. It's very good. It's good to be friendly.
Yeah. Right, nice bit of intel there. Wonder where they're going to take it to get it cut. Mm-mm.
With
Well-
that, maybe we can ask Gerd, who has the local connection to
Hello.
the people of cutting such a thing.
Good.
Gerd.
Good.
Gerd, is there any mediocre wine to be had? Hello.
Only passable today.
Well, I suppose
There's some satisfactory brandy.
It's a bit early.
We're a bit late. We haven't slept yet.
It's not that late, surely.
Well, I don't know. We've been up since yesterday.
Have we?
It's late.
Yeah, you got up and you went over there and then you did your thing and you came back.
Oh, okay. It's all rolling into one.
It's because you went in the sewers. It tricked you.
Yeah, it's dark down there.
Down
Yeah.
there. It throws out your whole circadian rhythms.
Tell
Oh,
us. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to tell Gerd we found the priest.
Ah, right.
Okay, is Gerd here? Hello,
I'm
Gerd.
guessing that because he's not here with you, you either got him somewhere safe or he's dead.
The latter.
Oh, you see, I was going to be slightly softer about that.
Well, he put it bluntly, so I figured I'd return the favour.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
yeah, there's no point,
We don't need theatrics.
No?
dancing around the thingamajig. But yeah. Oh, so poor old Oric's dead.
Yes.
Right. So we did retrieve his remains, and we've put them up in his temple.
They're
We've
not
also
looking in there.
we've also retrieved his personal effects. I believe Jean has them.
well, we have
So,
the
sorry, one moment. You said they're not looking in there. Who's they and where are they looking?
Oh, the crab people were looking. They were looking for him. They were
cult. No, not actually crab people. They're crab cult.
Oh, sorry, the crab cult, crab people. The people with the pincy hands that are painted colours.
Pretend pincy hands.
Right, okay. So there was someone there.
There was
Looking
a
for
second echelon with some of the brute squad. Was harassing the local folk of the residential area.
Bastards.
Yeah.
They seem to be searching for the priest, and unfortunately, no, I'm going to say it. They were unable to find him.
Okay. Right. Well,
Another
they went in and... Okay. Right.
It would seem from our investigation that the crab cult had invaded the temple.
Right.
That Priest Auric had taken the shadows off of his shadowy past and managed to deal death to at least one of the crab cultists, possibly more.
Oh, right.
So
Well, yeah,
previously
fair play, Auric.
unknown
He's, he
weapon
knew how to
crafts.
handle himself when he was younger.
Yes, well, he still evidence this, but unfortunately was injured in the scuffle. Made his way into the sewer. We think attempting to get to a safe house he had previously prepared in the slum district, but unfortunately fell foul of his wounds during his escape, and then was found by mutant fish people who have entered from the sea exit of the sewer, and we disturbed them as they were desecrating his corpse. We have obviously delivered justice to them.
Of course, there's no one patrolling the fucking tunnels.
No, and there's more fish people down there. We heard them as we were retrieving the remains.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
We have warned the local or a member of the local community that they need to barricade any entrances to the sewer against the fish people.
Yeah, but they're gonna, like, move in. Do you know much about these fish people? They, like, go in and set up, like, a nesting site. Start, like, taking people and keeping them for food and kind of weird, kind of gross. Oh, yeah.
I suspect what you need here is a pyromancer.
Yeah, wouldn't go astray. Although, isn't there, like, doesn't, like, the gas off the sewers, that probably not necessarily a good, I don't know, like...
The sewer is full of fish people, sounds fine to me.
Well, I suppose. I'm gonna have to talk to my friends about sending people down to check out the sewers. We can't have fish people popping up through grates, nabbing poor residents while they're getting beaten by the cudgels of the crab cult as well.
Yeah.
Make for a good revolution. No. Also, I'm going to take it on faith, appropriately, that you are a fine, upstanding member of the community, and this is maybe not the moment. Maybe you can come to the room later when it is a little more circumspect. But we have recovered the holy artifacts from the temple.
Oh.
Auric had kept safe from the vile crab.
He took them with him.
He protected them actually with his life.
We've got few, like, every time they raid a temple, they destroy everything. Did he have scripture and scrolls as well?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
this is amazing. Thank you so much. The others will be so happy. They may even... some of them will take persuading, but they may even, meet you to thank you and talk to you about sort of other things going on. I don't know everything because I'm a public face, and if I get taken, then I might know too much, give it all away. But I'm here as like a, go-between. People like yourselves who come in out of town who might be helpful, useful, come to the tavern. It's a good way to get help, right? So, okay, look. Okay, I see what you're saying. When there's a more private moment, I'll take those off you, and I'll go back to my people and tell them that potentially you guys are, people who could help us further. This is fantastic. I can't remember.
Had some more intelligence about the big ruby. That was also of interest.
Oh yes. Well, the ruby has not yet been moved, as they haven't finished digging it out yet. They tried to cut it in the mine, but they need specialist tools or specialist gem cutter.
Oh. Yeah.
And apparently they want to use it to shine a light through it.
What?
Yes, we don't know we don't know the reason for that yet.
It's not like...
Given that they're calling it a crab's eye, maybe it's gonna shine a light on something, or maybe even cool crab people from the sea. I don't know. all theories at this time. No evidence.
It does not happen.
Yeah, that's a bit weird.
So maybe you can give that information to your people as well. They might be able to do something with it.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you.
We were curious who
That's
in
really
town would have the skills to cut such a gem.
Let me have a think.
Yeah, can't be many people, right?
No.
Specialist job that.
There's only going to be a couple. There's oh, what's her name? What's her name? Ferris.
Ferris.
There
Yeah.
is.
She's got a what would you call it? It's not a jeweler's. It's like a bric-a-brac, objet d'art kind of
Oh,
place.
I like
But
her.
it's not so. It's not like street front shop, if you understand what I'm saying. But she
Okay, yeah.
knows a lot of people, and she's very skilled. And then Vandro is, sort of points at the wall. The blacksmith on the edge of town. Vandro's got a jeweler who he has like, do pommels and bits like that. So they're the only two people that I would think. Yeah, no, there's no one really with those skills. Most of the stuff taken out of the mines before has been like smelting or selling. Right, there's been a few gems, and when it has, it's probably been one of those two that's done any work for them.
Are you able to use your connection to see if they have been commissioned for such a job?
I will talk to my people, who'll talk to their people, and find out. Vandro's pretty neutral. Gets a lot of trade whoever's running town, because he's the blacksmith. Right? Everyone needs pointy things.
Mm.
Ferris, on the other hand, it depends on how aligned the leaders are to her, way of thinking. So it's probably more likely to be Vandro, I would think. But I don't know Ferris's affiliation. I'll try and find out though. Let me ask a few people, send a few runners, and we'll see if while you tuck into a hearty lunch on the house,
Appreciate it.
then we'll find out.
2 chickens. Thanks.
Cool. And Gerd proceeds to bring out some really nice food for you. It's not like super fancy, but it's just hearty and tasty, and things like honey on the vegetables, and there's herbs in with the meat and all that, so it's just nicely prepared, good hearty food, and a flagon of ale and a flagon of wine as well, and you guys have a really, really nice meal. Greasy fingers and everything. There's no knives and forks or anything like that. So maybe the odd little fork for grabbing the meat.
Mostly knives. Yeah.
Some bread.
Mini trident.
Yep, a little.
That's for the pickled onions.
Yeah.
With the giant trident.
Can we send a flagon over to the large gentleman as well?
A flagon of what?
Ale.
Ale. Okay.
The Western wine. No, certainly not the brandy.
You see someone take it over to us, or do you want Gerd to go and give it, or are you just going to grab it? Just say takes a flagon of ale and goes, from over there, and he doesn't even look.
Who is your large friend? Good.
I don't know, some Roman come in from the wilderness.
Oh?
I don't know. I'm sounding him out. He looks fucking dangerous. If I were you, I'd stay away from him.
That does seem wise.
Can't we
So I'll go play cards with him then. Is this what we're saying?
I think he's on his way. The rumor is he's on his way to the gladiatorial arena in Tanu Rin.
Ah, right.
But I don't know.
Just passing through then.
Well, let's not.
Arena's a fancy word for it, though, right? I don't know if you've been there. It's just a big fucking hole in the ground with spikes around the edges. So, I don't know. We'll see.
Well, leave him to it.
Anyway, enjoy your meal, he says, and I think we shall end our episode there with you guys tucking into lunch, having brought the artifacts back, giving Gerd a reason to trust you further, finding out some more information, and you guys can have a think about what you want to do next and let me know so I can prep for next time. And
Random, Pete, as well, you know.
Cool, and we will leave it there. Thank you very much to my players. I'm having lots of fun in Hyperborea. I think it's a fun, crazy world that we're getting to explore, so that's cool.
Yeah,
Thank you to everyone who's watching or watched this back. Please don't forget to go check out all those links below and come and join us on our Discord in Gartopia. Lots of people chatting about role-playing games and all kinds of other things and the eternal gift war. So we will be back next week for episode 3 of Doom of the Crab King. Until then, stay safe and happy gaming. Thanks very much. Bye-bye.